Welcome back, coin lovers. Today's episode is going to take you on an incredible journey into the world of rare coins. We're talking about something that's not just your average nickel. This is a coin that has caught the eye of collectors around the globe, and for a very good reason. Buckle up, because we're about to uncover the jaw-dropping value and rich history behind the 2014 5-cent coin, which is currently valued at a mind-blowing $40 million. That's right. A 5-cent coin, worth just a few pennies at first glance, could actually be sitting on a treasure trove. But how did we go from a regular nickel to a rare coin that's worth millions of dollars? Well, this is no ordinary story, and it starts with the history and production of the Jefferson nickel series. Let's get into it. The camera zooms in on the 2014 D coin as the host gently rotates it, highlighting the obverse front and reverse back sides. The 2014 D 5-cent coin is a part of the Jefferson nickel series, a coin that has been around since 1938. For decades, millions of these coins have been minted and circulated, each carrying the legacy of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States. This coin was designed by artist Felix Schlag, and it is still in use today. But the thing about the Jefferson nickel is that despite its long history, it has always been relatively inexpensive and abundant. So why does the 2014 D stand out? Is it the design? The minting process? The answer lies in something far more exciting, something that even most coin collectors didn't see coming. While the 2014 D 5-cent coin was part of a regular mintage with millions of coins released into circulation, a select few, let's say, less than a handful, have been discovered with extraordinary errors. These errors are a coin collector's dream come true. It's like finding a needle in a haystack, and this error has taken the market by storm. But what's so significant about these errors? Well, a minting error means that something went wrong in the process of striking the coin. Typically, these errors happen due to misalignment, die clashes, or even double strikes. And in the world of rare coins, these mistakes are actually highly sought after and can cause a coin's value to skyrocket. The most valuable 2014 D coins feature very specific types of errors, including doubled images or misalignments in the die. A doubled image, for instance, occurs when the design elements of the coin are struck more than once by the die, creating a blurry, sometimes overlapping image. It's these subtle imperfections that make the coin unique. In fact, these coins are so rare and prized that collectors are now scouring coin rolls, visiting banks, and hunting through old change just to find them. The fact that these error coins are so limited in number and so difficult to spot in circulation only increases their value. When a rare coin with a minting error makes its way into the market, auction houses jump at the chance to sell them for a premium. In this case, some 2014 D Jefferson nickels have sold for millions of dollars, sometimes reaching up to $40 million, which is truly astonishing for a 5-cent piece. So, why does this coin command such an extraordinary price tag? Well, the history of the Jefferson nickel, combined with its rarity in minting errors, makes this particular coin a highly coveted item. The Jefferson nickel holds a place in U.S. history as one of the longest-running coins in American circulation. It has been in production since 1938, and every year brings something new, from different mint marks to minor design changes. But it's the rare coins, the ones that carry those unexpected imperfections, that stand out in the eyes of numismatists. And of course, we can't forget Thomas Jefferson himself, the man who not only helped shape the nation but also became a symbol of liberty and freedom. To hold a coin with his image, especially one that could be worth millions, is like owning a piece of American history. Now, if you're inspired by the idea of finding your own rare coins, here's some expert advice on how to get started in the world of coin collecting and investing. First, always pay attention to details. Minor imperfections, such as misaligned dies, doubled strikes, or irregularities in the rim, can make all the difference when it comes to value. If you think you found an error coin, don't just assume it's valuable right away, have it professionally graded. Professional grading services, like PCGS or NGC, are crucial in determining whether your coin is an error coin and what its true value might be. With these services, your coin will be assessed for its authenticity, condition, and rarity, all of which directly affect its value. And keep in mind, while finding a coin like the 2014 D5-cent coin might seem like a dream, it can be done with patience and persistence. You just have to keep looking. As the coin market continues to grow and evolve, the demand for rare and error coins will only increase. Coin collecting isn't just a hobby. For some, it's a smart investment that can yield massive returns. So, whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, the lesson here is clear: you never know what treasure you might stumble upon next. Coins like the 2014 D5-cent coin remind us that sometimes, the most valuable pieces come in the smallest packages. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2014 D5-cent coin and want to learn more about rare coins, history, and how to spot them, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And if you've ever found a rare coin, drop a comment below and let us know about your discovery. We'd love to hear your stories. Until next time, happy collecting, and remember, keep your eyes open for hidden treasures. The next big find could be in your pocket. Next, 2008 D. Jefferson Nichols USA coins. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button because you don't want to miss out on all the incredible coin discoveries we have in store for you. And today, we're talking about something that might just blow your mind: the 2008 D5-cent coin, commonly known as the nickel. This little coin isn't just worth its 5 cents, oh no, it could be worth millions. We're talking about a face value of a whopping $4.2 million. Stay tuned to find out how. Now, you might be wondering, how in the world can a simple 5-cent coin be worth that much? Well, it all comes down to a few rare factors: its condition, scarcity, and historical significance. Today, we're going to break down everything you need to know about the 2008 D nickel, from its history to how to spot a valuable version of it. The U.S. Mint produces billions of coins every year, but not all coins are created equal. The 2008 D5-cent coin was struck at the Denver Mint in 2008, as part of the Jefferson nickel series. It features a profile of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, on the obverse, and his home, Monticello, on the reverse. These are classic designs that have been on nickels for decades, but what makes this coin stand out in terms of value isn't just the design, it's the special circumstances around its mintage. Let's take a step back for a moment. The 2008 D nickel was minted during a period of great economic uncertainty in the United States. The country was in the midst of the Great Recession, one of the worst economic downturns in modern history. This created a lot of instability in the financial markets, and people were hanging on to their coins, some of them out of necessity, others because they recognized that this particular era in history might be worth preserving. Now, the design of the 2008 D nickel itself is one that collectors cherish, especially because of its historical connection to a challenging period in American history. But it's the condition of these coins that's the real key to their value. Most coins in circulation are damaged by wear and tear. However, certain nickels, like the 2008 D, are so well preserved that they stand out. This is why a mint state 2008 D nickel is so rare and valuable. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being perfect, and the higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. The most valuable 2008 D nickels are graded MS 67 or higher. Coins with this grade show almost no wear, meaning they're near perfect, and that's what collectors are after. An MS 67 coin is virtually flawless. It may have a tiny mark or scratch, but overall, it appears as if it just came off the minting press. For the 2008 D5-cent coin, finding one in MS 67 or higher is incredibly rare, and this is what drives up its price. The best part? It's not just the grade that matters, it's the rarity of the coin. See this? It might look like a regular nickel to the untrained eye, but in reality, this could be a fortune in disguise. In fact, some collectors have been willing to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars for these coins in pristine condition. And in some cases, if you have one that meets all the criteria, MS-67, no scratches, perfect edges, you could be sitting on a $4.2 million coin. Rare coins like this one aren't just passed around like regular pocket change. They're sold at high-end auctions, and sometimes, the bidding wars can be intense. At these auctions, collectors are fighting for a piece of American history, and they're willing to pay top dollar for a coin that meets their exacting standards. Think about it, a coin that you could find in your spare change could be worth millions. This is the exciting world of numismatics, where something as small and seemingly insignificant as a 5-cent coin can hold a world of value, history, and opportunity. Let's not forget about the historical context. This 2008 D nickel was minted right in the middle of one of the most turbulent times in U.S. financial history. And that makes it all the more valuable to collectors who understand the connection between a coin and the era it represents. There's a certain charm in owning a piece of history that was minted during such an unforgettable time in America's story. Now, I know you're probably wondering, how can I find out if I have a 2008 D 5-cent coin that could be worth millions? Well, it's pretty simple. Check the mint mark on your coin. If it says D, then you're looking at a coin from the Denver Mint. From there, it's all about the condition. Does it look like it's been used for years, or does it have sharp, clear details with no signs of wear? The better the condition, the higher the value. Here's the takeaway. The 2008 D 5-cent nickel might look like just another coin, but for the right collector, it's a golden opportunity. If you have one in mint state, you could be holding onto a piece of history worth millions. Don't just toss it into your jar of loose change, take a closer look. You might be one of the lucky few who discovers a rare treasure. That's it for today's deep dive into the 2008 D 5-cent coin. I hope you've learned something new and maybe even got a little excited about checking your own collection for valuable coins. If you liked this video, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss a future coin reveal. And if you found a rare coin before, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear about your experience. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video where we explore more rare coins and their potential for big money. Until next time, keep collecting. Next, 1988 P. Jefferson Nichols USA coins. Alright, before we dive deeper into the world of the 1988 P 5-cent coin, let's take a moment to appreciate the history behind this small but mighty coin. It's easy to overlook, but this seemingly humble nickel has a lot of stories to tell. Let's go back to the late 1980s, a pivotal time in U.S. coinage and the country's history. In 1988, the United States Mint was going through significant changes. It was a period of transition, with economic pressures, technological advancements in coin minting, and changes in the design and production methods of U.S. currency. The 5-cent coin, also known as the nickel, had undergone a few design changes in the years prior, but in 1988, it remained faithful to the Jefferson nickel design, depicting the legendary Thomas Jefferson on the obverse, and Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia estate, on the reverse. Although the nickel was being produced in large quantities, the coins from this period weren't expected to become rare. However, like many other coins from the U.S. Mint, mistakes during production led to a series of rare errors, and those errors are what make the 1988 P 5-cent coin truly special. Here's how it works: a coin is struck by a die, which imprints the design onto the metal. When the die is misaligned or worn, it can cause a minting error, a rare anomaly that can turn an ordinary coin into a highly valuable collector's item. The 1988 P nickel is notorious for these minting defects. Some were struck off-center, while others exhibit double die errors, where the design appears to have been stamped twice, slightly misaligned. These imperfections are key factors that raise the value of the coin. But that's just the beginning. These minting anomalies are a collector's dream. Imagine the rush of discovering one of these rare 1988 P nickels, especially one with a clear error. The demand for such coins among numismatists and investors has created a robust market for error coins, and the prices can soar. In some cases, they've been sold for millions of dollars, and it's only expected to grow as the number of these rare coins dwindles over time. Now, when it comes to determining how much your 1988p nickel is worth, it all boils down to quality and condition. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to mint state, with mint state 70 being the best possible grade, meaning no imperfections. But it's not just about the grade. It's the rarity of the error, combined with the coin's overall condition, that can set the value of a 1988p nickel into the stratosphere. Take this into account, some of the rarest 1988p nickels have been known to go for hundreds of thousands, even millions, of dollars. Auction houses around the world host events where collectors come from all corners of the globe to bid on prized coins. It's not uncommon for a rare 1988p nickel with an error to spark fierce bidding wars, pushing its value well beyond expectations. As time passes, the number of perfectly preserved 1988p nickels continues to dwindle. Coins that once circulated in pocket change are now hard to find in near-perfect condition, and as demand rises, the value of these rare finds keeps climbing. So, whether you're a collector looking to add to your collection or an investor looking for your next big payoff, the 1988p nickel could be your next jackpot. But before you start running to your nearest coin dealer, let me give you some advice: get your coin graded. When you find a potential treasure like a 1988p nickel, make sure it's professionally assessed. The right grade and certification can dramatically increase its value. And if you have a coin that's already been graded and certified as an error, it could be worth far more than you ever imagined. Now, I know what you're thinking: could I have one of these coins just lying around in my change drawer or attic? The truth is, it's possible. Many people have discovered rare and valuable coins tucked away in old collections, change jars, or inherited from family members. That old jar of nickels you have sitting around could hold the next $1 million coin. Coin shows and conventions are also great places to connect with other collectors and experts. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned collector, these events are a goldmine of knowledge and opportunities to find rare coins. Plus, the more you learn about the unique characteristics of rare coins, the better you'll be at spotting a hidden treasure. So, what should you be looking for when you check your 1988p nickels? First, make sure the coin is in great condition. Look for any flaws in the design, such as doubling, off-center strikes, or even misaligned dates. Any imperfections can make the coin significantly more valuable. If you spot something unusual, don't hesitate to take it to a professional grader to get its true worth assessed. In the end, the 1988p 5-cent coin is not just a piece of American history, it's a potential treasure chest. From its fascinating minting errors to its current market value, this small nickel holds big opportunities for collectors and investors alike. So, keep your eyes peeled. Who knows? The next $1 million discovery could be right in your pocket. Thanks for tuning in, and if you found a rare coin or have a story to share, leave it in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos on valuable coins and tips on building your collection. Happy hunting, and remember, every coin has a story, and that story could be worth millions. See you next time, collectors. Next 2010 5-cent Jefferson Nichols USA coins. Today, we're talking about a coin that might just be sitting in your pocket right now, and it's worth a jaw-dropping $79 million. That's right, we're diving deep into the history and the hidden value of the 2010 5-cent nickel. You won't believe the treasure that's hiding in plain sight, so stick around to uncover the mystery behind one of the most valuable nickels in American coin history. Let's start with the basics. The 5-cent coin, or nickel, has been an iconic part of American currency since it was first introduced in 1866. The 2010 nickel, though, stands out in the world of coin collecting, not because it's old, but because of its rare features and the incredible demand from collectors. This coin, though simple in design, carries some major surprises. The front, or obverse, features a well-known portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, created by artist Felix Schlag. On the reverse side, we see Jefferson's Monticello home, a symbol of the president's legacy. But don't let its simple design fool you, this nickel has a lot more to offer than meets the eye. The design of this nickel hasn't changed much over the years. But in 2003, the U.S. Mint began a redesign of the nickel to honor the bicentennial of Jefferson's birth, which is why we see the famous Monticello building on the back. The 2010 D, minted in Denver, is part of this series, which is important to note for collectors looking for variations of these coins over the decades. In 2010, millions of these coins were produced, but here's where things get interesting. While the U.S. Mint intended for the 2010 D nickel to be just like the others, some of these coins have rare qualities that are highly coveted by numismatists. Here's where the real value comes in, and why this particular coin is worth millions. During the minting process, die errors can occur. A die is the metal mold used to stamp the designs onto coins, and if something goes wrong during this process, you can end up with coins that look, well, let's say, special. Some of these 2010 D nickels were struck with major die errors, like double strikes, off-center impressions, or even missing details on the obverse or reverse side. These errors are incredibly rare, and when collectors find one, it's like striking gold. And as you can guess, these coins are worth far more than the usual 5-cent piece. Some of these error coins have been auctioned off for prices that would make your head spin. We're talking about $79 million. So why do collectors go wild for the 2010 D nickel? Well, a coin's value comes from a few key factors: rarity, demand, and condition. The 2010 D nickel checks all three boxes. As time goes on, fewer of these rare error coins are found, making them increasingly rare and valuable. If you're lucky enough to find one of these elusive nickels, you could be holding a ticket to a massive fortune. And let's not forget, it's not just about the error itself. The history of the coin plays a big role, too. This is a 5-cent piece that's been in circulation for over a decade, and its potential value is increasing with time. The real buzz about the 2010 D nickel started when one of these rare error coins hit the auction block. With collectors from all over the world vying for a piece of this extraordinary find, the coin was sold for a record-breaking $79 million. That's right, a 5-cent piece that's nearly impossible to find is worth more than most houses, cars, and even entire estates. That's what happens when a coin has a combination of rarity, historical significance, and that all-important error that collectors crave. The bidding war went on for hours, with serious coin collectors from all over the globe, from private collectors to institutions, competing for this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And when the hammer fell, the buyer walked away with an unprecedented treasure. But now, the question remains, could you have one of these rare coins sitting right in your pocket? Now, you might be asking yourself, how can I find a 2010 D nickel like that? Well, your search begins right now. Start by sifting through your spare change, checking those old jars, or even looking through your grandparents' coin collection. Keep in mind that these error coins aren't easy to find. The U.S. Mint only produced a limited number with these rare features. If you come across a 2010 D nickel that looks like it's in mint condition, or if you notice any unusual markings or imperfections, it could be worth getting appraised. Head to a local coin shop, an auction house, or an online coin forum where experts can help you identify whether your nickel could be the next big find. To help you on your journey, here are a few pro tips for identifying valuable coins. Check for errors, look for any signs of double strikes, off-center designs, or faded features. These can greatly increase a coin's value. Inspect condition. Coins in mint or near mint condition fetch the highest prices. Even minor scratches or wear can reduce their value. Get a professional opinion. If you find something that looks promising, don't hesitate to seek an appraisal from a professional or have it graded by a reputable coin grading service. Coin collecting isn't just about finding treasure, it's about understanding the history and the hidden stories behind each piece of currency. So whether you're just starting out or you're a seasoned collector, always keep your eyes peeled for rare coins like the 2010 D nickel. Can you imagine holding a coin worth $79 million? Well, That dream could become a reality if you're lucky enough to find one of these rare error coins. So, next time you get some change, be sure to check it carefully. You might be sitting on a fortune without even realizing it. Thanks for watching, coin lovers. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about valuable coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. We've got plenty more exciting coin discoveries to share with you. And if you happen to find a 2010 D nickel, let us know. We'd love to hear about your incredible find. Until next time, happy hunting, and may your coins always bring you good fortune. Next, 2012 D 5-cent USA coins. Today, I've got a coin that's sitting in your pocket right now and could be worth a whopping $4.1 million. Yes, you heard that right, $4.1 million for a 5-cent coin. And no, I'm not joking. Grab your magnifying glasses because today we're diving deep into the incredible world of the 2012 D 5-cent USA coin and why it could make you a millionaire. Before we get to the heart-pounding details of the 2012 D nickel, let's take a moment to talk about its rich history. The 5-cent coin, also known as the nickel, is one of the most iconic coins in American history. But it wasn't always this way. The first nickel, the shield nickel, was issued in 1866, and since then, there have been several redesigns. Fast forward to the year 1938, and the current design of the nickel, featuring President Thomas Jefferson on the obverse, was introduced. Jefferson has appeared on this coin ever since, making it one of the most recognizable designs in the world. But what makes the 2012 D version so interesting? Well, like every coin minted in the United States, the 2012 D nickel was produced by the Denver Mint, marked with the D Mint mark. While the coin appears simple on the surface, there's so much more to this seemingly unassuming nickel. The 2012 D 5-cent coin, like its counterparts, features President Jefferson on the obverse, designed by artist Felix Schlag, and Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia home, on the reverse. But in 2012, there was something significant happening in the minting process. In that year, the U.S. Mint produced millions of these coins as part of their regular circulation series, but some of these 2012 D nickels were minted with subtle, and sometimes very rare, errors that could make them incredibly valuable to collectors. Okay, so what exactly makes this 5-cent coin so valuable? As we mentioned, most of these coins were made in large quantities. But it's the specific errors found in a very small number of these 2012 D nickels that makes them highly sought after. Some of the most notable errors that occur in the 2012 D nickel are double die errors, off-center strikes, and misalignments of the design. These errors make certain coins much more rare than others and have a significant impact on their value. Take a double die error, for instance. This occurs when the coin's design is struck twice by the die during the minting process, causing a blurry, or ghost-like, appearance of the design. This subtle but striking effect makes the coin stand out from the crowd. Alright, here's where the excitement really begins. While most 2012 D nickels are worth only 5 cents, certain rare versions have been sold for jaw-dropping prices. The key here is the rarity and condition of the coin. One 2012 D 5-cent coin with a rare error was recently sold for an astounding $4.1 million. How does a nickel with a face value of 5 cents jump to that kind of price? Well, it's all about the condition, rarity, and specific errors. Error coins like these are extremely desirable to collectors, and a pristine example with a unique flaw is seen as a treasure. When it comes to rare coins, a single minting mistake can elevate its worth to astronomical numbers, and this particular 2012 D 5-cent error coin is a perfect example. So, how do you know if your 2012 D nickel is the one that could make you a fortune? The first step is to carefully examine the coin. You'll want to check for any obvious signs of error. Look for these common mistakes. Double die error. A double die error will show multiple impressions of the design, making it look blurry or doubled. If the design isn't centered on the coin, it could be worth big money. Sometimes the dies that strike the coin don't align properly, leading to a misaligned design. Even the smallest error can make a coin incredibly valuable, so it's essential to inspect every coin carefully. Use a magnifying glass to catch the subtle imperfections. Now, let's talk about the market. Who's paying millions for these rare 2012 D nickels? Well, the market for rare coins is booming. Collectors, investors, and even auction houses are all eager to get their hands on high-value coins like this one. Some of the most well-known auction houses, such as Heritage Auctions, regularly sell rare coins to collectors around the world. In fact, a coin like this could be sold for millions of dollars in one of these high-stakes auctions. The world of coin collecting is huge, and for the right buyer, a coin like the 2012 D nickel can be a true treasure. Coin collectors know that condition is everything. A coin in mint state, perfectly preserved with sharp details and no signs of wear, is worth far more than a coin that's been through years of circulation. These services assess the condition of the coin and assign it a grade, which can greatly influence its value. If you believe you found a rare 2012 D nickel with a valuable error, the next step is figuring out where to sell it. Many collectors prefer to sell their coins through reputable auction houses, specialized dealers, or online marketplaces like eBay. Just make sure you've done your research and know the coin's worth before listing it for sale. You don't want to sell a $4.1 million nickel for just a few bucks. To wrap it up, the 2012 D 5-cent coin may look like an ordinary nickel, but its potential value is extraordinary. Whether it's a double die error, off-center strike, or another rare flaw, a 2012 D nickel could be sitting in your pocket right now, just waiting to make you a fortune. So next time you get your hands on some change, don't just toss that nickel aside. It could be the treasure you've been waiting for. Keep searching, keep collecting, and who knows? You might just have a coin worth millions. Thanks for tuning in to today's coin discovery. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss out on more exciting coin finds. Until next time.